I think putting this in live action kind of makes these characters a little dumber because, and hear me out. I think these characters are just a little dumber than they seem in animated form because. Hey everyone, join me for my very special brand of sit-down comedy, March 29th at the Broadway Comedy Club. Don't let that stupid face right there fool you. We'll have a good time. Get your tickets by going to doubletoastedny.com or go to doubletoasted.com. Y'all probably are already dreading hearing me talk about this Lilo and Stitch trailer because y'all know how much I hate these live action remakes. Started out cool with the Jungle Book and then just turned to garbage soon after that. Didn't take long. And yeah, I'm gonna be one of those people. Just shitting on my childhood, shitting on my memories. Because all these things are money grabs. That's all they are. All right. I mean, yes, production goes into it, artistry goes into it, some work goes into it, and nothing against the people who work hard on these films. But as far as a corporate product, these things are just a money grab. And I'm tired of it. And they take it and and the thing about these live action remakes is that when the originals were made, they were made for animation. Now today, when you take some of the stuff that was worked well in animation, try to put it in live action, it's just weird. And it doesn't look that damn fish. That damn talking fish in Little Mermaid, sitting there talking with them dead eyes and everything. It just Uncanny Valley is weird. It just doesn't fit the format that it was originally planned for. I love when Disney does new stuff, but these remakes are really starting to get on my goddamn nerves. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Let's get out the way. Let's just go ahead and take a look at this latest trailer, live action remake from Disney, Lilo and Stitch. A live action remake. I love Lilo and Stitch, by the way. I thought it was one of Disney's most original films, which is another reason why I'm sitting up here and I'm getting pissed that they decided to do that. It was only a matter of time, though. Leave no damn movie stone unturned. It was only a matter of time before they got to this one. I should be used to it by now. But let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer.
You sure that's a dog?
Yeah.
Rough.
Sure, you've already seen this trailer several times, probably. And, I mean, what can I say, man? I really am sick and tired of these live action remakes. I'm exhausted with it. And what I really hate about this one is that they made me like it. God damn it! Why are you doing this? Why are you making me have these feelings? Why are you doing this to me? People, I saw it. I want to hate it. I do. I want to take that little mutant and I want to choke the life out of the little ass. But I can't. I actually like what I see. I don't know what it is, y'all. I really haven't. I lied in bed this morning for an hour and thought about this. Why do you like this? Why are you supporting this? If you do that, they're only going to make more. And I thought about it, y'all, and I said, you know something? I don't know. I had some theories. Maybe it's because I was a huge fan of E.T. when I was a kid, and I'm getting E.T. vibes from this. Even though when you look at this, if they had made this back in the day, it'd just be another E.T. ripoff, like Munchie, or even worse, your boy right here, Mac and Me, where he's killing kids in wheelchairs. It doesn't even like a proper E.T. film. It feels like a ripoff. Then I'd be insulting the original if I said that, and maybe that's the thing. Maybe looking at this, maybe the original Lilo and Stitch is so good that it just translates well to live action, man. I don't know. I'm confused about this, and I don't like these feelings. But you know something? I will tell you, I can point out some things that I actually did think that they did well. And, I was worried about, most of all, the design of Stitch. And I'm looking at Stitch here and I'm thinking, you know what? They did a good job adapting Stitch to live action. I mean, he looks just like the 2D Stitch, except with more texture on him. I mean, they did a great job at adapting that. And then I'm going back and I'm looking at how they animate him. You know, it's weird because Stitch feels like an animal. Feels like an animal that I could reach out and touch, and it feels like an animal that could kind of exist in real life. Yet they still managed to capture some of the animations and poses and some of the, some of the movements that he did in the animated movie. It all just translates pretty well to me, at least from what I see right here. I can't believe what's coming out my words coming out my mouth right now. That's another thing. Listen, let me tell y'all something, man. How can you hate on this? How can you not at least like this a little bit with that adorable little girl in there? Look at that, man. That is Maria Kealoha. Maria Kealoha. Man, she is so cute. How can you hate on that? And you know what's funny about this? I look at this and I said, man, that's perfect casting right there. And I'll tell you why. First of all, she's adorable. That melted my heart right there. But looking at her and the original 2D Lilo, you know what they got? They both got that nose. They got that cute little wide nose right there. And I thought that's perfect, man. You can't hate that. You can't hate on that. I like the other casting too. They got some people in here that I like. It's almost like they're doing things to just challenge me into liking this, because they put people in here that I already like. I really like Billy Magnuson, man. And I think that is perfect casting as Pleakley. For those of you who know the movie, Pleakley is one of the characters who's been assigned to go get Lilo back. Stitch back. And I thought that when I saw him in the trailer, I said, is that him? And when I actually saw that it was him, I was like, man, that's perfect. Hell, and that's another thing. Some of these other designs are translating pretty well. I mean, for that being, going into 2D, coming from 2D to 3D, that's pretty good, man. And I like that they're not showing everything in the trailer. Like I'm looking forward to seeing what Jumba Jukaba looks like, who's going to be played by Zach Galifianakis. I don't think that they showed him in the trailer. I'm sure if they did, I missed it. But I hope they didn't. And somebody said, where's Zach been? Is that a current picture of him? I can tell you where he hasn't been, near a buffet table. He's lost some weight. Looks good. If that's him right now, he looks real good. I almost couldn't tell if that was him or not. Man, I got a lot of laughs in this trailer. There were some things that like the one with Billy Magnuson. There were things in there that I just either got a good chuckle or got a good laugh out of. But also, the trailer put me through many emotions. I laughed and I got sad too. I feel bad for Stitch. If you know the story, Stitch was created to be bad. Except, Stitch don't always want to be bad. He can't help it. He was just made that way.
Stitch bad.
Oh, man. Kind of got me right here. Damn, I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm not saying the movie's going to be any good, but I'm liking what I see right here. I cannot lie. And I tried to lie too, because I don't want to encourage these things. But I couldn't lie to y'all like that. Overall, man, I thought that the movie is just capturing the tone of the original. With the designs, like you can see the stuff here in space. We already talked about Stitch. It just feels like they're being very faithful to the original film. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because, I don't know if they're just going to make a shot-for-shot remake just in live action, or if they're going to try some different things, which I would like for them to do, do something that's just not mimicking the first one. But, as far as being faithful to it, as far as, translating it to live action, that's I think they're doing a pretty good job with the marketing. We'll see how they do with the film. But that's more than what I would have given some of these live action films from there. Like Snow White, ooh, well, I beat the shit out of that trailer. I did not like that at all. Speaking of which, I'm not saying that this trailer's perfect. There are some things that I don't like in here. There's some things I did slightly complain about. Here's something I didn't like.
Agent Cobra Bubbles.
We have a blue dog to catch.
According to B. Vance, I hate him. I wish he wasn't in this. I can't stand this guy. I hate this guy. And y'all talking about why you hate him so much, man? I can't stand this guy. He married Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett was supposed to be for me. Look at him. He's even looking at me. Yeah, Corey, look what I got. I got your woman. What the hell with that dude, man? I can't stand him. I can't stand him at all. And I'm sorry I have to look at his damn face in here. Yeah, lucky bastard. No, no, Courtney B. Vance. I mean, look. I can't blame Angela because he's a handsome and he's a talented guy. I'm sure he will be awesome in this. I'm sure he's Agent Cobra Bubbles. So I'm sure he's going to do a great job. I got to be fair. Although, if we're talking about being faithful to this, I would have loved if they were able to get Ving Rhames to come back as Cobra Bubbles. I thought that would have been cool. Terry Crews I would have been all right with, but Terry Crews and everything. But how meta would that have been if they brought back Terry Crews? Because, I mean, the character, not Terry Crews, damn, I'm racist as hell. If they had brought back Ving Rhames. They, because the character is almost designed after him in a way. Thought that would have been cool to bring him in. I don't know, I guess Ving was busy. I don't know. That just seemed like a no-brainer to me. Also, I think putting this in live action kind of makes these characters a little dumber. Because, and hear me out, I think these characters are just a little dumber than they seem in animated form. Because you are stupid to think for 1 second that this creature is a dog.
No, dogs on the table.
You sure that's a dog?
What dog has hands and thumbs and can pull their own collar off? What dog can get into a car and drive? Everybody be saying, "Oh, goddamn dog." I mean, how dumb are these people to think that this is anywhere remotely a dog? I mean, it's got a slight Chihuahua feel to it, but then it's got hands. Now putting in live action, it was fine. I mean, I'm sorry, in animation. In animation, it was perfect because in animation, animals take on human characteristics anyway, so that's fine. The weirdness stands out here way more. It's what dog talks? What dog says? Let me see here. What dog has told you I'm sad?
Stitch bad.
That's some demonic shit right there. What dog has thumbs, drives a car, and tells you that I'm sad? And yet these people still talking about, damn, this is a dog. Oh. I mean, I know I have to suspend disbelief. I know, I'm just saying. Say it's something else. Say it's a South African devil ferret, or say it's a mutant. It's a monkey had sex with a chihuahua, and this is what you got right here. I don't know. Yeah, Scooby, I know, but Scooby don't have hands. Scooby's real. He raw right here, so he still sounds like a dog who's trying to talk. Like I said, there's some demonic shit right here. Yeah, a damn monkey had sex with a koala. I take that. There you go. Say that. Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing the movie. They actually did their job here. This is I think that this is a good trailer against all of my hatred, with every fiber of my body of these live action movies. I got to give marketing its due when they do well. And I think this is a good trailer, and I think it's a promising live action remake. I mean, sometimes they hit. They're not all terrible. This could be one of those. We'll see. But damn, I really don't want to. Because you know if I like this, you know if I recommend this to people, it's only going to make them do this more. But hey, you know, when you've done your job, when you've done your job well, you've done your job well. So I gotta give it up to them for against all my will, making me actually seem like I want to see this. It does look fun.